Alright everyone, welcome back to another recording session of Digital Devil Saga 2. Feels good to be honest this game. You know, because, I love DDS 1 a lot, but it feels good to be over halfway done with the duology, what I also checked, or what I did check when I was not recording, was the mantra grid, and yes, the way that I have the mantra set up at the moment. Also, there's no mantra option here. That's odd. That's missing. Anyway, so I need to get Surf to finish Fire Spirit, and then I need him to finish the Maragi one. And then I need Argila to get the. She's on Medea at the moment, isn't she? Yeah, Fallen Hero, and then I need her to get to the Diorama one. But anyway, here we got some. These black oozes, or they're just blobs. I know they're not black, but they can be called black oozes every now and then. Anyway, Terra. So yeah, this is quite honestly one of my least favorite dungeons in the game, but I mean, it could be worse. Oh, don't start that. Yeah, I'll be honest, the dungeons in DDS2 they can be pretty dull. This is an example of that, but they never get terrible. I just thought of one, but the reason that one's really not great is because of the circumstances surrounding it. That's the point of the game where I have to grind, I feel, so. Anyway. This song is called, yeah, I think I mentioned it last time, but it's called Road to Sodom. Oh hey, Lamia. And it's very nice. This is the second movement of it. Gale, the first movement played before we encountered the Karma Society soldiers. Let's activate the switch. Which, it was a very short piece. I see. It won't open unless multiple switches are activated. It was quite a hassle. So I'm guessing we have to open that one as well. Yeah, the first movement is also a really nice piece. Although it's very short. Oh, it's Empusas, that's right. I mean, alright, let's just find out what they're weak to. Terra? Nope. Zon. Zon. Cool. Oh. Ah, damn. I could have Surf Devour there, but, well, I mean, I never devour. I just figured then, like, oh, I should probably show this off at one point of the game, right? Anyway, get that magic up. I want them to get to level 10 so that way they can have a bigger spell palette. Because 4 spells is nothing, and I would like to increase that number. Let's grab this box down here. What do we got? What do we got? 2 tracker drops, absolutely worth it. Thank you. Now let's go activate this other switch. And that should open the door. But DDS2's dungeons are much more gimmicky than DDS1's. DDS1's didn't really evolve much past, or they didn't really go past much of, oh, open the door, or press this switch to open the door, and that's exactly what we're doing here, but it's a little more involved. We have to go around and activate 2 switches to open 1 door, small stuff like that. The most involved I can think of in a dungeon in the first game was the deserted ship. Also, we can't just weave between. Surf can't just he can fit between that without having to, squish himself. He can fit between that. And he's like, See, there's witch hats in the way. I can't do anything about those. But yeah, here I'll show you the. So left and down from this, so I guess southwest of this is the Miragi one, and southeast of this is the Diorama one, and I want to get those as soon as possible so that way I can get Esoteric 1, which has Mutual Karma. Mutual Karma means that it's not going to be important now because there's, we only have 3 members, but at the end of this dungeon we will get another party member. Mutual Karma makes it so that if you're outside of battle, you still gain full experience. Shared Karma doesn't return in this game, which is you gain 50% of experience. No, only Mutual Karma, which is 100% of experience, which is just useful. Thank you. This does mean I'm going to have to get Gale to finish this, but that's okay. It's alright. Let's save. Alright. So, yeah, I remember this dungeon being a little on the longer side. Not super long, not as long as the Marable base from DDS1. And we also don't go back here a million times like that. So, yeah. Soon I'll start cutting out encounters. Soon, not now. I just think it's, don't really need to at the moment. Because these encounters are so short. Oh well, that just sucks. God damn it. Thwack you, pass the turn, go use Zahn on the Impusa, take it down, and hit it. But honestly, the more often that we get to hear Battle for Survival, which is the battle theme, the better. This is such a needlessly good theme, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I think starting from next battle, is when I'll start cutting out random battles again. Well, again, I mean, just like compared to the first Let's Play. Right, cut them out. Starting from the Marable base. Right, 3 firewalls. Let's head up. Or down, rather. But yeah, this song is... Oh! Yomotsu Shikome. Or is it just going to be Shikome? Yeah, because of the character limit in the PS2 games. Yeah, PS2 games with character limits. SMTU. SM Terra. Also, I never mentioned in DDS1 the fact that the Earth spell is called Terra, which is odd because in SMT we've already had by this point we've already had Earth spells, that being in Persona 1 and 2, the 2 duology. Oh well, okay, well, we've been ambushed here. I thought I'd just keep speaking during this. We also have Twin Shot. We've got Crossfire, I'm not going to use. Twin Shot, let's go. Also, take note of Gale pushing up the glasses that he doesn't have there. That's kind of important. Well, not super important, but just a neat detail to pay attention to. But yeah, in Persona 1 and the 2 duology, there already was Earth spells. It wasn't Terra, Terrazi, and Terradyne. It was... okay, that's annoying. It was Magna. It was Magna, Magnara, and Magnadyne. Yet they just completely forgot about those and decided to call them Terra this time around, which... it isn't the end of the world, but it's just like, oh, would have appreciated the little callback, or just the return of the Magna spells, which, yeah, no, Earth spells haven't returned since this game. This game was 2005. Anyway, yeah, we got Paddle Sag. It's just appearing now. It was a mini boss, right? I swear. Anyway, ooh, they're so close to maxing those out. Okay. Unfortunately, getting into those, those blobs stole a lot of Gale's MP, and MP's pretty scarce at this point of the game. Unfortunately, we've got 8 chakra drops, but don't want to use those all willy-nilly, because God knows we're gonna need them later. Alright, so I want to max out these 2's mantra before access terminal, which, Kaiwan. Alright, so Kaiwan is interesting, but is also, in previous games. So, I'm always scared to fight Kaiwans. Because, well, that's not too bad. The blood curse isn't fun. Ugh, that gal's cursed. They introduced curse to you a lot earlier than in the first game. You know what? I would have liked if Gal got stunned there, but guess not. Anyway, look at all that stuff happening there. Awesome. Unfortunately, we can't get rid of that at the moment. Do we have just? We do. Thank you. Okay. Now let's see here. Surf. Alright, so we finished that. Now it's gonna unlock the is it gonna unlock the surrounding grid or not? Yep. Okay. Gain access to outer mantra. This grid gets pretty big, by the way. So at the moment, it's decent size. I mean, it's much bigger now, but still. What I also like is that you can see, the spells that you're gonna go onto this time, aside from the purple spheres. Not spheres, but hexagons, which is really cool because now you can see what you're gonna get. And that's great. But Surf, I need you on fire magic. Or fire demon. It's gonna be odd getting, Miragi before what's the name? Mabufu. But that's okay, I guess. I don't want you on that. Oh yeah, I do. Okay, boost. That has I wanna say Sukukaja and Rakukaja, which I do want Gale on. Alright, do I get him Mazan before that though? That's the question. And also if I'm gonna get him Esoteric 1, that's the name of this mantra by the way, Esoteric 1. I'm gonna need to get him that eventually, but no, I think I'll just go with Bikuni for now. And if you thought, oh well, you seem to have a lot more money in this game, or at the start of this game at least compared to DDS1, are we just gonna have, is money gonna be much easier to gain in this game compared to the first game? No, it's not the case, unfortunately. But I mean, it's not too bad. There's never a time where I'm gonna have to sit down and grind for money, aside from one time. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Alright, so let's head to the door here. Oh, I never set the spells. Oops. You're here already, huh? Well, this is as far as you guys. So, you go? You go. I messed up die and go. Also, this is just a Nazuchi and a paddle sag. Nazuchi? Mizuchi, my bad. Okay, I don't see what's scary about this. Let's just kill the... yeah. Alright. Yeah, we just autoed that down. Did that do anything? Cables are severed. Well, that sucks. Those soldiers must have done this. There's nothing we can do. We should return to the repairman. Yeah, that's the part of this dungeon that I really hate, is you have to go back and forth talking to the repairmen all the time. Which is annoying. But, oh, let's set these. How about it? Let's go Devour. We have Void Fire as well. We don't need ingest mana. Tarukaja. Don't need Void Force, I'd say. Yeah. What else do you come with? Void Mute and Markajam. Void Mute. Maybe I should use those spells later. The Void status element stuff, because those might be useful. There's a Life Terminal. Hell yeah. Yeah, so these look very different now as well. I do prefer these designs because they remind me a lot of SMT1 and SMT2. You know, like the big bulky machinery. But anyway, we can still progress further though, so I'm not going to go back and save because I'm feeling a little risky. Let's just see how far we can go. Alright. They seem to let us go a fair way. I mean, maybe it'll be blocked off at the end here. I can't. Yeah, okay, that's right. Well, also both Shikome and Kaiwan are weak to fire, so those encounters are just fine now because Surf can just blow through them with Agi. Also, now Surf has over 100 MP in total, 104. That's good. I feel like we started with over 100 MP in the first game with Surf. That's probably not the case, but it just feels like it. And Surf got a level up in that fight. And wow, we're actually getting a lot more money than I thought. We got $510 from that fight. Well, they never explicitly say dollars in this game. They always just say money. Which is odd. Actually, in Japan, do they use dollars? Because my assumption is, because this is SMT, right, that this game is set in, well, what used to be Japan. So I'd think, oh, well, they'd use yen, but they're using dollars. Unless in the Japanese version of the game, they don't use dollars and they use yen. Which, I'm gonna have to check that out. But, yeah, now we gotta backtrack. Fair way. Which isn't fun. All the way back to the repairman. I'm sure he's closer than we think he is. That's, yeah, I don't think this is the only time that we have to do this in this dungeon. Ooh, another thing that, Argilla got a level up in that fight. But another thing that I'm not a fan of in this game is the color palette. Oh, we got a vital ring, let's check that out. The color palette in most of the dungeons in this game, because it's always, all the dungeons are set inside, right? It's very, you know, like a bluish, grey, brown, and that's always going to be the case. Well, not always, but for most of the game it will be, unfortunately, but it's alright. It's alright. I feel like I've been pretty negative towards the game so far, but I assure you this game's great. I do like this game quite a bit. Where does this lead? Let's go check it out. Because I'm wondering if we're gonna get, you know, if we're gonna find one of those yellow chests, boxes, item storage things, whatever, the thing we just got the vital ring out of, because I want to find this game's equivalent to cells, which aren't as cleverly named, but they do make sense in the context of this game's universe. So, oh, that's what's weirding me out, is that in this game, you know, because you have Gale to start, he doesn't come with quick escape. Which is very weird, because I keep thinking, oh, I'll just switch to Gale, and that way I'll be able to run away immediately. Quick data. Was data... Yep, okay, so that's this game, well... Oh, what were they called in the first game? They weren't called data. It's this game's equivalence of... they might have been called data, I can't remember, but Anyway, it's just like the first game where you use it, you get agility +2 plus restore all HP and MP. Hell yeah. And one of these. A charge shot. Well, at least everyone's got a new type of ammo. There you go. Yeah, I'm at this point. Well, I always feel it, but you know, like this dungeon